Yamahwefo achi baby anope wo bia yemu akwaba mfamra bra na so dumedi ahye memenda anopa no nwotwe ebokosi senundu bebo a ye de bro boni bia nsi ne yete nkwamu dia international afi de dumedi nso abro we dumedi so nkwa edi na afi de boa etoto Ghana amanyo sem ne baby ese de to edu sabria ye beto party sem akọ actually na afi yadwene se Ghana fo abra na so dinsem de egu apron so ebeje bre edi hu nkomo no oye Ghana ni mba party sem ya na ajebre na afi nyina edi nkomo no yemfa na asekese ma twedi amponko ambasi yadom na obambo no na de abedru sampempen so ya no pay ono na aye oka na ebam tie ho ode ne ebanwuma so a ne de ne na ase atumdi ama no na asa na ne so ne edi ne ye ene meminda jumbo sumi no ne de toso edumiensa fimpi no ene aduonsia medini agya osu ansa yemo akyea mo akwa babiem ena no pay de course na otwe ni mu nyina no de se fatase edi hu nkomo no ne yebegebre na afa de sa nkomodi no enso so atumdi abro na otwe mu pi ne course de course no emodu pa na otwe we mu ye hyase na na yete se awards bi akoso de ba awards a ye se awards ye de ama ministers awabo mu homoden adwuma a woyeye no ye de atonsani ani nti efafri regional ministers sector ministers deputies and de akeka ho na awards ne ko na wiye no ena mpanifo bi kire o madwene se da bi awards no kwan fa so koye ene demands ane wom ora kwese white ehye my whole thesis say ono akra ne ageninsem into decide say awards no nko bi eno e na president Teddy Krata atoso emma ministers ni nyina caution omo say omunye very careful and I won't show you the type of awards obe attendee eno now twini mu bie mu nso no de si bie mu ese nsuo no etoy no nsuri no anka hwa ebi ba peka ho e ma nkrofo ho kire mu pa okọ tema committee 5 a yese ho no enye ba bia yenkosi fe enye residential nti atodin the church village osade for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nani so ade hunu ni tirimupo na wodwen konkan hu de ebebe chinenti no eho no enye residential tema 4 wotema enim say the church village no enye residential nanso kiyenko bompa yenko fi nti nsuo to a enkanya de ene no wasem no ye de ho ada na residential area nti nsuo no to sa no enafom grofo ho akire mu pa eho na je say wotena kodom no akwa akope onua ahwehwe na yi ne dinaba na otwe mu eno soso course any other places any concern nsuo to a eyiri eho nyina eyiri eno achi ene ye che say former Maslock CEO Raba said nam tamaklo ni ho nseme ba ebiri bi atwam Maslock sika ekwan na eso fa so didi dwuma aban sisa in 2016 ne eso anfa anye sa court si ebedi si eni eche ne te se oni Ghana nti court ejina so edi na sem no wabra woni ha ma sentence ne eso US de ate ne se waba bedru oman US aban ne Ghana aban hye amana ba bedru Ghana obedru yi no den na aban anase nhye ben ene ho san hye ni mu no ena sisi aiwe eno so ho komo ebae na otwe kuro ya mu nso no ba ko etuam yese Ashanti Regional Chairman Chama untumi ewo cases enye ba ko or number of cases ewo court na emu ba ko de judge na tenasem no so adi edrum pempen so se waheda a wo de be ma final ruling da wo de bedi asem na wie kra na se da wo de bedi asem na wie ni bedru senro ene ya te se Chama untumi lawyer say lawyer and the Apiakubi were former MP honorable member say asem na ono agina court akwa bedi asem na ama court aheda a oba be really no or corner afi we yin ho afirim as a lawyer for Chairman untumi ehon komodie ni bai ehon kitandi bai amanfo bebre busa question say di ade na lawyer and the Apiakubi wahu di na esi asem ne di awie ntesi anokoyi udin film a why na yemfa ne din hye so say on na lawyer a wogina mu di asem no edema bete no court court krona na okwa akopesa judgment no nteno so bedru ho amanfo bisanse mp the other side of it say Chairman untumi ekoje besia exim bank 30 million Ghana cedis. Say or the kwako do efu no so odoe so wa no besine na court no ho kuna du shase abo no ese chairman to me actual plea bargaining say yes sika no obetimi amanhye ene kwan obafa so obetua nti no na kwakodi attorney general na attorney general so abo akire e de ama court bad time. So the question is no kre chairman to me ekoje sa 30 million Ghana cedis no so de kwakodo afu no we afu no doe wa no emfonyini be no kogina brofo mu ye se chairman to me do brofo wa Ghana ha. Well, and also so now trim ni nyina akoso World Cup na sha say the enuanum South Africa for first game. I want to say yes. Say utia sebe jatadua so a oberewo Africa countries actually etro support ahwe baby a eso do support ko. First game South Africa countries eko support to Mexico. If you said yes South Africa you know. And yet but still South Africa that effort that so ginem xenophobic attacks and koi on President Abeka still they cost one they cost. The be can say yes. A buy no was South Africa now South Africa man pay you know or you aware. They cost no or actually Sani Bika. San komo we nyina buy now three mu idea. Na ekobi so ya demonstration. Demonstration no mo ye no na etiawa. Say o South Africa company say o Ghana ha. Nyuma ko ni bi o ha o mo time aso. O mo be hia renew a. O mo the petition akoma Lands and Natural Resources Minister. Esre mampani say baabi o mo of magudie bi a wotu o Ghana ha. Se time no so na Namibia ni ba, Zambia ni ba, Nigeria ni ba na so tu na ye ayemfama no. Nemo South Africa ni ba me enfama no to. Ye renew farmer any South Africa company. Na petition ne kode demonstration di actually. Eno achi omko call numakuo bi a omugiri say South Africa for dia ho ekoye protest. Say omunso so no ye hia omo. Eno nso so issue na otwe eno nso so buy any others ene kan wa ya hye anopai ye de ni na ebro nkrata no nsem so ready baby adu metwa ho aba sisi a mabedwafo beba de na emu madwuma ho ayese na afi ya keke ni nyina de ahyem abra na so medi ni agya osu ansa meme da no pasabri ko sisi no ndu bebo ye twen ho aba na afi ya de aka ma.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuel tank enya kwenhia na dane a menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosesa petrol anafango no na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya kwenhia ne ho akwa kodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol anafango wo hwenso uhua ko mu a enye sunsu asobone ewo apomodin semso fango nso eho ahometinti no enfom so kitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise wom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei aya fredum je adwumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esen saa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
Peace of mind is very essential in your journey to success. For Akwesi Papa, peace of mind means having a proper covering over his family. Literally. For Araba, aka Injection Mama, it's about having the funds to complete her advanced nursing course. And as for Corporal Odami, it's as simple as reporting on time for his shifts. Sometimes all you need is a simple push. At Needs Microfinance, we have tailor-made loan packages for salaried workers under the Controller General's Department. With the low interest rate and quick wahala-free process, you are guaranteed of a timely solution to get back that peace of mind, literally in 30 minutes. Microfinance, growing with you.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure. Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
Yamahwefo akwaba na afa no pento aso mfamfiri a bra na so enkomo no de aka de be hyehyɛ so ha tumi de ama na yenuam no bi demonstration no ye no at a point no mo si nipa ba akopɛ no mu hia na ansa no bodo mu krata ama no why no mu hia no mo say lands and natural resources minister mo say hey minister very tight on so there be on went nearby kwan bia so na esi enya no okay the deputy by de asema omo nkomo no anope bejebre na afie bi so kakra South Africa for instance simple almost president say or catch man pen John Dramani Mahama say only other Africa countries ninkasa na omuni South Africa nye business etwetwe so if you say suban na omuda na di no still omuda so ye ka so maka nkrofo agu abmontene so den sorry dan mu no omuda egu so je nkrofo agapade na still okasa woni e be business be biem eno yasem be di hu nkomo kakra na afia no pe yato aso na otu da ko e wo ha wona ye demonstration no Ghana First Alliance na oye convener ye ne ni nkomo kakra na nso so o se akwanya no ba na ebiem a ndi sa manyoko no obeko as deputy communications officer Machano pay.
Josumira.
Now where there?
Nyankopon odum ye ho den setwe konkro so.
That's right. No body as.
Obodwuma so.
But akariko course dey o sha. Wa sema e kan.
So. Kire ase.
You approve ni bi there.
That be we ni mu.
Sa.
Ai.
Oh okay.
Obi na kai. O say ohun se me shakota de na nema bomu a ebomu kwa.
Sa.
Tomi hwe na nya hwe.
Okay. Now ye em say na otwemu de bibi hye so.
No correct.
South Africa for your Africa country.
Yes.
They say you use the word diplomacy.
That's right.
But the demonstration way a part of the diplomacy and now the radical way no
exactly. A part of the diplomacy, but of course, my young achieve for near Hifwase. Say Omanya Bromoshane. Na eja one kasa so mena wasibiu any innocent. Name for XYZ, but mean to be XYZ mentia in papa the chief of staff.
That's right.
Papa Julius De Brown. Penny for Crasso could be in America. Now I can tell Ghanaians for free. Say you are Mahama Mamui, a Kosuyi, a Jidimpa, a son say our fapping be. Of course, we recognize other important elements. Our own around President Mahama, and will be a Juma Woody.
Yeah.
Osha ministers of states, with honorable Atofos in Juma Woodie, or with this honorable Kujita Blackwa, Juma Woodie, Honorable Kukuku Juma with the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Amakufibua, the ministers the doors, Yamudi and their chair. Chief Executive Officers with Sesame Jemfimone, Edudi Tamakulumu, and so forth and so on. Obi aye you beating the Abwa President Mahama, but certainly I say backstops with leadership. Also the Chief of Staff no akwakoye fapim afasu obi a ono ana ya pin to actually ansane yato. That's right. And you know say ene enyonyam sha President Mahama ene Vice President Yema Amina no Pokuajima. Ene panyifo aka ede hye Ghana man no se gusu etra na minji ni se etwa se etwa the Chief of Staff eba na ho brase a wo ene so ade hu no wo mitrimopo ene like what shen hokete wahu awe ataso ewo sao pepem so bebo na Ghana fa nto mapefra no yade a etwa se ye bo na baso ho na wo se owura no mpekasa ntimpempi no wa say ahwenepa nkasa nti ba wo ahwene no a wo hu tito da bia na some people are so ebi na may not be close but even from afar you hu ne ma wo ye no a na yensu agina honom ne ase bibia nti ba bia Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra wo bia no onko so anye sama Ghana na dachi bi Ghana be kai no maka na say we no let me attend to your question and we know whether or not it borders on diplomacy the here say abibiman and it say dum kunim e wo biase abibia ye bia on say Ghana e ka say abibiman sorry anase e ka say ye gi ho atom say abibra we never say we are the cradle of Pan-Africanism and we are the cradle of democracy in Africa. Na osaje fo Kwame Nkrumah e sha ase na ne tirimupo ne so beboa na bi na fa ne to mapefra sabi etwa set ne mayensa tia wa bakose wen se ne bitime hunu ba bia ye free ni ba bia ye duru na metwasem ne tia na etwa na wo krakra eye osaje fo Kwame Nkrumah in the likes of Sekuture as abe no lead Guinea. Because I said Julius Nyerere no lead Tanzania. Jomo Kenyatta no lead Kenya. Rastafari Makoni on credit no your hen. I will lead Ethiopia be friend of his Salasi. Servanos Olympio on lead Togo. Italia. Say painful wigina eba benkrum say it was your bois na ebimai enya entuma kro. Ni ka hugo. Nti yebea afi apima hankrum adusia miensa eye 1963 amai aduasa mienu a ewo ebibrem Asia wa Addis Ababa Ethiopia na nania omtrimpo no eye no ekokire se ye nyina yemwa na bibre yenkamum se United Africa na osaje fo Kwame Nkrumah e make speech bi hono na make na fi maba kwese na speech na wo make no a ejina na abimai enkabum no o kai hum say sabro na ye wa man bi te say South Africa na womu enya faudie ye be kai afia apma hankro aduanan enwotwe 1948 obroni hyase echeche South Africa mu atuni din apartheid enti ne ye wo the white ya brofo ne ye wo the Indians na ye wo eye blacks and ye wo the colored say obroni ne bibini awo enti satano na sa tumia oni be di wo ho so say South Africans no money nti international law be say they were governed under the law of occupation, for instance. Now the question is if Osaje for Kwame Nkrumah in 1963 Eshase concern South Africa began who now rally the rest of Africa, Nigeria, Botswana, and in Krofaka and can come here say South Africa Jifa who did Sebi Esanka or Danny a big statue and Ohunia Pennyphone Obibusunsa. Okay. And Pennyphone say when you be Amasia, you know Emanocro, no so near South Africa for maybe idiot. Yeah. When I want you be a mak yang and so Yansua Omo Boyankro. Okay. You know the same I mean or Maya Yakwamamo. Na fee more Pamo yang say yin free mukrum. How can you sack Africans from Africa? This is a paradox you can never solve. Okay. In any case, me am here. As a Pan-Africanist, I believe that there is no illegal immigrant in Africa. Okay. I used to think there were times there is a repatriating illegal immigrant. Then, Last year, South Africa and free Ghana. He's an African.
Yes.
Me call Cote d'Ivoire. I should be an African there. As long as when the color scheme, we must liberate our thinking faculties. Me say, and family baby, ubehunu ni patuntu wo ebi brasa so. So who know Botswana so Cote d'Ivoire. So who know Lesotho, South Africa, Ghana, and now say who know any part of the Northern Africa. Say Morocco, say Egypt, and Tunisia.
Okay.
And until we come up with that black consciousness, baby.
All right.
South Africa say a bit brief for no, and Ghana for Nigeria for no, a betina 1 month.
Yeah.
When come, it's a saying, Kameko say, say, my beji, we don't blame them because we know most of their youth are lazy. Unlike Ghanaian youth are skillful. I mean, and my South African is so major difference evidence. And see, I'll not be surprised say, oh, quiet journalists were but now Jeffrey because and we had a conversation with Nkofo South Africa being so to say, Sabi, we is on a lighter note. But can you say South Africa for man or crampulo? One more man, 7 penny for
difference.
Right, it's in Ghana for you. I'm also more German Nigeria for you, more hardworking. Then can you say, Juan Sabi, Homo Mazos were that is just on a lighter note. But the point we are making is it was say you think the Sukoko actually South Africa for and Nunti and you do a yet change as she shares so. Okay, it's a South Africa for airbo Ghana for Nibi, South Africa for airbo Nigeria for Nibi, South Africa for Sebi, I to trust 7 of my fan were down for. That's right. It is a young CBB and South Africa for then can you see a sucker my yendum and into this demonstration.
Demonstration, when a retaliation.
Yes.
Near my band, a war and ceremony petition.
Yeah. You catch your buying and Mira, see a bar by Nidia and Basia Kwansu Camera or Hamamisima, no more by Nabas. Okay. Me, I was very careful in the leadership I formed. Even being a lead convener for the demonstration, me making sure say other political parties were part of the leadership. Okay. And it was deliberate. It will be one of the few times in the history of Ghana, demonstration, being Kasim people, and indeed, maybe I'm a some NDC. But maybe I know my people for no crime a chance not because they believed in my ideology, but because at that particular time, not a Ghana my President Mahama Basso, the first African president, as how or how we in South Africa. Now he has made a swift move. As we are speaking, and I want my I might register on Besomoba. Your papa Benjamin Kwashi, MBC and MC ambassador I was South Africa. He's also doing a human job, Bonabaso. But the young country president Mahama said, now the 3 things we are seeking. Number 1, you say you were a gapadia nanum edija. Nanum, I want to assume the jar. Yan and council, my and the jai papanum. I have papanum, it can some the giant. Now, you see the jar, your money and nanum, link the man so versus. Say, your padian would do me na SFM. I hear from a good year. Okay. Now, Ghana, mam, rather if you have my uncle do whom and none so to say. Say, you will a year, said in Chambo, says Carco, and I say, you will any kind of resource. Natural resource was as last year. And your man fully in Adia. Name or man penning qua sabi or tissel sabrin or no shesso and more man fully. That's right. It's gold, diamond, box. I know President Muhammad is here, but sabi and President Muhammad. Okay. Yeah, 2 and the Beponica Crackers. President Muhammad say, war girl and minty, war Tiffany. Name all shesso in trust for all our people. And Intina, now say Metisa him for Nubia. War good fields or Takweka say, Kamiako say, you be renew. Nanamu, I will say, Quanso, and you will be there. And you know, near Mammy and Sunny. Yes, never so, and you will quite be there. And yet, and you see who say, the whole country there, and into the year bought Sada could know who by. Maybe kind. You see, gold fields are Takwa. You didn't say, Omo license, and now Omo lease, a besso. 2027. Okay. Me catch a bani say a swan ma on renew. and until the core Ministry of Lands, no, now you train said minister, but the minister should be boo MIA, deputy minister be sharing because it borders on policy. Number 2, you free on the mono, you call Jubilee, and you could say same way in a goose akrata and Emma man penny say, it's answered the backstops with the president. It can say because or you say there you I can say me no can obeti my mind. Now you try to no and you know and penifo so echo Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ama your name Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. Yura Jechi Kwesi. And so it didn't come out say you make South Africa for visa free waiver agreement. South Africa any bahan mukura sani bi wa be visa any ade. Yes say free South Africa ba Ghana. You just say free Ghana echo Miami. Yes say you men memo strict. Now South Africa for and you say o mindful. Now finally, you say by 2027 inshallah the next African Union chairman President Mahama. You catch the AU chairman in waiting say it has been too long as South Africa for a been saying from 2008, 2015, almost at every election year, Sabi, only the sense in Bruno and Penifone at one of them to make country because the likes of President Ramaphosa and person will lose elections there. They should place sanctions on South Africa. With this, in doing this, it's not as if we hate our brothers South Africans or we hate our sisters South Africans, but we believe in one Africa. So our thinking is saying, see the sound measures we everyone near the trace South Africa for soon. They may come back to their senses and we will have a common Africa. But you realize the demonstration was totally peaceful, and that is why you make us catch the Ghana from and the rest of Africa said we should be utterly peaceful. This is a non-violent protest, and we believe with that with this peace we'll be able to achieve
South Africa. More lead the protest. Pamon California, the simple say. Mukrum Queenie, Mosumuko Mukrum, Mamukrum Nefe, Lajankon and Montana. That's right. I would be lazy saying to me, Ukrumye. Aya quadro.
Well, be so.
And in Tina,
a young should pass some mamma keke. Suminian. Until I'm casting with the word. But you see, I no question they say, you're the South Africa, even the black community. And can just sure say South Africa to say, and in that case. So I say, what thing I make an say, I go to Soweto and go to places like Johannesburg or Durban, maybe Abrofuno. You see a very clear difference. I'm not saying say Obroni was superior mind. I'm not saying, but I'm saying say even when I was South Africa for crash, let's say, no almost more pamu free. So Julius Malema catch it say. More say ebumi ahogbo monkom krom na mo amoye krom many from ebia na mo I can tell you for free say over 80% of Agapadia South Africa no it's in the hands of the few abrofwa only less than 15%. But the truth is that about Ghana yan kan okrenchre ho yan kan okrenchre dan for me say dan for agro. That's right. Ya kai chikakra. The first country in Africa and the Sub-Sahara in Yafahudi, and you are Bobrini. My mentor, your classmates. So we are fear, will be Abraham Tunku, Raman, and your no Lanam Swap, Malaysia, Abu Baby on the Fabewa. Will be the link for you, and I'm so Anna, no need to say Singapore, everybody, Edry, and America, is Singaporean math. Now then, a class with Ghana, dear. And can I question in a twins, you have a traveling with us. So the point I'm making a wake up call. So the point I'm making is that there is no room for improvement. 69 years after independence, some Kitimiku in degree in South Africa. Do a wake up call for leadership? And to Omonobet justifies it when you're wrong. Or show the way. A cornerstone essay with this one. But of course, if South Africa, you're not going to say, watch the way. It's Africa that built South Africa. As new as Rollins time, Madiba Baji $1 million. And he beat me the hospital. That's right. But we wanted South Africa to have freedom. See, Kano and Nigeria for the best South Africa, and committing the factories. But we wanted South Africa to have freedom. Botswana for light from the man South Africa, and they could increase their capacity in Botswana. But we wanted South Africa to gain freedom. So it's not as if say the rest of African leaders are in South Africa. Of course, we have had our own share of lazy leaders in the past. Maminia, when I President Mahama in a space of a year and a half, if not two, there will be inflation rate that, there will be a better Ghana stickers, there will be a exchange rate will be a reference rate will be a policy rate will be a in terms of the economy, in your hand, yes, heaven. But you realize, say, at least, the team your man penny be a was a share near man. Say, President Mahama Namo Rutri, and a year Kosusa, and no free swat. Your baby Nadian, also Kosusa. I am sure, say, and media ban South Africa for Kasiebo. Ghana Gapadia one. Apart from good as South Africa, because or essay, and then pa and the chair. I don't know 2 free hand or the Canadian. I don't crap was 2 free and the Canadian. But you see, the challenge is that Kobwase now called Johannesburg. You're too good for Johannesburg. You're too good for Obwase to say. Bob was to Christian Quanquity millions of mine. And then President Mahama Anna under his $10 billion push agenda was capture. And you too good oh Christian in Petem 124 years in year. Mira and the ferry so mean to me back home. So I think that as a country, if you say a tenacity. But thanks to God, say you wrote this kind of leadership. And when this they are working so hardly, and we think that they can make something. South Africa for them saying fulfill say Ghana rush and yet be about the fire for. Then can see a trouble diplomacy. Yentimi children Ghana ni bankwa South Africa for abona na wakuno. Uma true that challenge. So by the foreign affairs, I can show one Sabatu. Yeah. In fact, that was even the latest video. Senior, I wish Ankamo was about to video. And I wish we could even say this in English. So those watching us from the South African embassy, and if like the South African country themselves, will know that they can't tell us that they have not identified a single Ghanaian who has not been subjected to this kind of inhuman treatment and disdain. Certainly, Sabato is one of them. Sabato said, it's all the MPP. But you see, at this point, it's not by MPP and NDC. He's a Ghanaian who is being molested in a different African country. Sabato he went as an African, but South Africa rejected him. And unfortunately, South Africa Krampo is that country that has Africa attached. And yet, almost no so I have identified one of them. And so Omokasi Rashia, you were Julius Malema Mitieno. He's one person I follow. I think that maybe he spoke out of remorse, but Ramaphosa no cry president then should say remorse. I don't think so we should agree to that because as we are speaking, the likes of Jacinta, MSN Crophono, Sebi, Omenintitia. They have not been arrested. These criminals and rogue continue to traverse the roads and path of South Africa, and President Ramaphosa, you are silent. And you come and tell us that you are sending envoys to African nations not to cut bilateral ties with South Africa. And then President Mahama and talk to Africans. It's either appeal to pity or they are patronizing President Mahama. Because when they say 2027, President Mahama is automatic candidate for the West African bloc. So they want to play on the emotions of President Mahama. I can tell you for free. One of the few presidents is selfless, even President Mahama. He doesn't care, and maybe I shouldn't say that because that will not be his words. But the point I'm making is, so we can say, say Ghana for and then it's on to say, you could Ghana for and Sally Akufa and Crawford. We should rather commend President Mahama and Okudu Blackwa for setting or leading the way. As I'm speaking with you, other foreign affairs ministers are calling Okudu Blackwa to show them the way. They have been embarrassed in the international community, and that's why they must face us. Yes, for a long time, maybe I encouraged him. Maybe 2015 and now 2017. 2008, fine. Ghana, dear leadership rule, you take here. Is it by mouth and Kasakeke, the career, where the Ankoya Kasakeke? There has been an action. Is it because the Ghanaians are involved in this time around? Ghanaians are involved, and that is why I think but they did it to Zimbabweans. So they did it to our brother and sister Nigerians because they did not touch Ghanaians. So you were okay. No, but we spoke again. Those of you who followed us on radio and TV, so prefer the radio. Oh, come on! It's not about on radio. Yes, but the all African leaders they should go and meet in the union. Then can say, yes, maybe demonstration. Maybe so I understand. Say maybe we could have acted better. Sorry, and may agree with your position. And I eat a humble pie to that effect. Maybe we could have acted better. But the point I'm making is, the Kasai. I was saying same way now, but maybe when you say it's anyway. The alacrity with which we never attended to Sassam, it be a very different say as a matter of American. In as much as I believe say we are common Africa. So maybe going forward, Kasiebo said in 24 said will be na yende no.
Okay.
Maybe SMP sorry even with demonstrations against xenophobia those times. No yen try man to get any answer.
Ghana ni share ne apartment mo yakobo no ye yi na pie na dwom mo yakọ ya gini keys ya pamono ya fa.
Yes.
You say apartment ni na a rented apartment.
That's right.
Ghana ni na ye pam na free mo. South Africa automatically the slums or could take you over the apartment.
That's right.
Is that the case?
What is the case?
Okay.
And apart from that, recently, you say omu shops. So follow. Yeah. Say omu shops na omu bisaus. That's what South Africa kasa. I think omu to me determine its essence. Omu say we ni ana we ni. Into when to man South Africa na ya pamo we free honum. Then they take over near the. Anything I make actually say. President Ramaphosa cannot deny complicity. Only mean kase sebi nya ekoso no because in the full glare of the security officials, our people are being molested.
Okay,
and that is why time you call Ministry of Foreign Affairs now, or not Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister, but you see, I will not be surprised in Common boy. And say. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is a hub of diplomacy.
Okay.
So certainly at this point, we'll be speaking diplomacy. But I'm saying, and I'm telling our leaders, diplomacy is good, but not until our people are dead. And that is why it trusted your President Mahama Nuku Vita Black Wabaso. Some go fire and for because look, Ghana, it's not as if there are no shortage of youth in Ghana. It's not as if there are no shortage of men in Ghana.
Okay.
We have history of 1948 riot. I am sure we can do worse things
than the
but you see, yes, sir, because you South Africa, and yes, sir, because and you know your president, and the foreign ministry, Ediama Ghana, you ready to see a Ghana. Even consider the reparation agenda. For the first time in the history of an African president, United Nations called to 123 countries to Ghana and the rest of Africa. Even though some countries absented voting.
That's right.
Timinia, I think they say we will still continue to wear a non-challenge disposition of the character. Yeah, because
we are first demonstration.
This is first demonstration.
But
certainly, but it can trigger other demonstrations.
Okay.
And only you say 2027 will do. Now you say renew a go first minds. And no, they are not me Papa President Mahama Paso to say Nebano and Rabonti. And that was my father. I'm going to bring the whole Ghana on the street. But I know, so President Mahama will be a Utini Mansep. This is a natural resource bequeathed unto us by our fathers by divine mandate. And we are telling our president, say no, you're here there, we'll take Ghana food. Okay. Look, you're from Ghana, we have capable Ghanaians here. But not before Ghana, Ibrahim Mahama Ghana. Some of them must have Canadian come from Akufo-Addo.
Huh? That's a Akufo-Addo on your mind.
I said American.
That's so on your mind.
I'm we need to be sarcasm.
Okay.
Some of the members of Africa and then can form Akufo-Addo too.
Okay.
Capable hands who are Ghanaians can take over the mind. That's right. That's right.
Go first.
You call one of the good hits made behind you.
Dr. Dufo.
Recently, Omar launched is it $20 million. Is it corporate social responsibilities for 4 years? Every year, there are $5 million will be expended.
Okay.
And the call say into astroturfs, into court building, into nursing. Till where Ghana, a human was and Papa Baba Ibrahim Mahama, and share no do massive what that mind will be see airport me, or yeah, choir, either asphalt and I say concrete. Okay, every a year, Damahodum Akokekos will be see astroturfs. Come on, Minia. These guys, they have the capacity.
Okay.
You may be the Ghana creative man. Scan away. Or more, yes, Sako Mefi on the bar. Say, do man on back. You want to miss South Africa and some
that's right. For we are banner so a demonstration of course on our trimo. Now, no to that lead convener Ghana First Alliance. Sad demonstration. Now, so we and I no pay. You know much. So going forward, no. More still there be it means also more business.
That's right.
Africa.
That's right.
How do we play around this?
Let me more workers here and maybe let me clear when your interview BBC interview dinner and also Bloomberg for friend and they were saying say our people no enter MTN I guess you may have some patch no correct. In fact almost video no say as lead convener let me call the other side because I realize angry my people way. So let me call the other side. Until me some bar and Ghana Police Service, okay, they did so well. Ghana Police Service regional commander. In fact, the deputy regional commander, Papa Jikunu na Eniyekoy. So it's not true. Say if we entered MTN or Moidesu, and I say
now we target before the demonstration.
I'm not target, but we know South African companies. And the youth believe say, "Mon for na saki and crop for some mumrefi." No mumrefi, they do mention amosumaji. But I don't come put the nation that me actually convey and me focus. Now me focus can say natural resources because some of these companies, say $50,000, $100,000, say $1 million, and I believe in bilateral ties. I'm a student of security. I understand. Say country back to me alone. We are in a global village. Agapadena shasa asana si de enye mtie for the buy you. Enye President Mahama Kwabia. Eno no ye wo out we. Ye wo chefa wo. Eno na ye mabru ni ye kire say. So meti na koso di san come with MTN with I don't have a problem. But your natural resources there. Yeah. But last question. Okay. Yes. And one and then you say ye mi anmo was South Africa. Ye mi anmo ye was South Africa. Yes. So ye mi anmo was South Africa no. Yeah. Omotif chimitina. We also considered a peaceful demonstration.
And diplomacy in the air,
because one way at the end of the day, Obakoya there, thinking so we are there, but now we are no, we can say we are born. Yeah, okay. About the science, okay. Until you go on with this diplomacy of a thing, whilst you need paying for bidding, but the young country Ghana Mabu say, Asumji, let's tell the rest of Africa that we need peace. We are together. We are one people. Africa must unite. Anytime Africa want to get united, some people at the west somewhere would always cause a division. And young one said, President Mahama, you and I started the Paris agenda. When you see, time Africa, yes, say you may get it together. Berlin conference, Ebremu. I mean, so some of these things, a traditional agenda. Of some people, we call them new colonialists. On my imagination, say, on the yes, but thanks to God, we don't have a pro-Western element. Say, we be the president there, and come say the above no, obedi super, but President Mahama no, say the above kasa, or better some banyan safu. It's and say, sabi and some no one more, and you need another fan who client and sink.
But say, I'm sure until the over no, so say more anymore could see that be timeline be that so. Brown in Penifunicia no botch a ben or masham for now. Any Ministry of Land Sician and Communique. Your main foreign affairs here and Communique. Presidency, Yamaman and I are joined on a budget on behalf of the president. And Communique. Name Yama timelines because we believe that the presidency has done enough for now. The government of the day has led us well. So to us it will be disrespectful to say we are giving the president ultimatum when already he even started even before we thought of it. So we can only compliment his effort and rather encourage the leadership of Ghana, led by President Mahama, say, "Omo fasting, omo belt." Sebi, so as of now, there is no ultimatum. We are only believing in him. So and yes, sir, and 1.7 million. And we know he'll do it for us. And I mean that's a time in that's not for next year. Demonstration I hold a course so near they led by Ghana First Alliance. No to the Konena Pamfono, a Munkomodica Crano. That's right. Obiane South African ABN asset. Baby, Obianca so being called MTN whatever and Yanko. Name no crane say, yes, here from a good year. Yeah. That's all. Can we also tell fellow South Africans? Give me 30 seconds. I'm sorry. Maybe I should look here. Please, if you are a South African, we see you as an African. There is no cause for alarm. Whether you are an illegal South African or you are a legal migrant, immigrant or whatever, that is up to our leaders to take certain decisions. But please, there is no cause for alarm. So we want you to understand that we believe in the collective superiority of the African continent. So please be at peace. Nobody will enter your shops. Nobody will enter your houses. We are a people that have moral civility. Ghanaian youth, respectfully, are not animals like some of your brothers and sisters back in South Africa. Into South Africa near Mwakoma and Toyem. We have Ghanaians that are married to South Africans. We have South Africans that have given birth to Ghanaian children. If I attack you, maybe I'll be attacking my nephew or my niece. So please relax and let the temperature come down. But we know that at the end of the day, it is Africa that will win. However, if you are against whatever is going on in South Africa, please rise up and join the condemnation so that together Africa can win.
Thank you.
Okay. Mate, Nana, yeah, that's it. Maybe every weekends shim. Nti meja na akwakoto aso ne nso ato aso awai ya se na no tudo akwa da se me mfane ya me mo ba bia meduru metwa me ho akwa abasisi a weekend abade ne mum na otwe ni mu no the local government minister nso call rounds the various MMDCs no aban sika bia ese ko bia no aban de amomo sika ese ko sanitation whatever assemblies no common fund na ko chim ne mum afimnie common fund na ko no assemblies need to spend 10% of the common fund. Disability funds, minister need dry papa, may basisi anafi atwa free.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority. Ebo bibia kokose. Se fuel tank Kenya kwenshia. Ne dania. Men ko ho nkwaye wadwen se. Onkosisa petrol anafango no. Ena finso. Menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank Kenya kwenshia ne ho. Akwa akodwetwa videos ana pictures. Na petrol anafango wo wenso. Uhua ko wo mu a. Enye sunsun asobone. Ewo apomeden semso. Fango nso eho ahometinti no. Enfomso akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom ama na gise wom. Eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei aya fredum je adwumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esen sa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority enede bro.
Peace of mind is very essential in your journey to success. For Akwesi Papa, peace of mind means having a proper covering over his family. Literally. For Araba, aka Injection Mama, it's about having the funds to complete her advanced nursing course. And as for Corporal Odami, it's as simple as reporting on time for his shifts. Sometimes all you need is a simple push. At Needs Microfinance, we have tailor-made loan packages for salaried workers under the Controller General's Department. With the low interest rate and quick wahala-free process, you are guaranteed of a timely solution to get back that peace of mind, literally in 30 minutes. Microfinance, growing with you.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure. Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, auto checks. Hifa kura na menyisika. Edia ye mefui.
Hifa pa na menya bosia. Edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kura mabre. Mi yebusia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ya wonhyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekukuro bosia, susu account, ɛne daso wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ɛne deɛ keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na wɔn nso wotumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
For kwaba ento aso mfemfira na afi nkomo no de aka no pe mfa nto aso mam abra na aso na ha no ye ka ne pani a kyerem se de city ankasa de ya kye ne se Ghana Blaster World Cup na ye kono opening game ne ye ne Panama na there be enye opening game first match ye ne Panama na ye ne bebo no Canada ne bebo no nyesa Canada na ye bebo no ye player Thomas Partey on say charges be dia bono e wa amana no ne ade. You deny a visa entry to Canada. Or you know who I want to say? Maybe you're born accused, no, you're born in free or call Canada, you say you deny no visa entry. Now, ample for what's no her, or a sports journalist, ample for matching. You deny Thomas Partey entry or can squad no, and but your FIFA say you be call World Cup and you be call tournament be entry no send who city.
So aja near say before say every nation biano ever build it for World Cup and I say every competition biano if it will be a firm MAs.
Okay.
MAs no a member associations. Now those member associations no link with various governments until for example your Ghana Football Association. The Ghana Football Association a member association of FIFA.
Okay.
It is a Ghana per se obeyed for a World Cup, hosting World Cup. Ghana Football Association GF in intimation. The incorporated.
Okay.
Because intimation incorporated because a private entity are share Oman and Oman Ocean say by the Constitution.
Okay.
Constitution is no when the Oman. Okay. It's any country be bid for and a member association be bid for tournament biano I was say in tandem with the government of the day. So what I say because about visa acquisition entries any the laws are buying. For example FIFA headquarters so what I was Switzerland. The mere fact say FIFA headquarters was Switzerland that means the FIFA meeting also
okay.
Almost Switzerland
Mrane be
adwuma. Okay. It's na be say former FIFA president say Blatter or one I for Kochi no. Security apparatus etwa no nhia Kochi no. Adentia almost say wa fum emre bi. Emra na wa fum ye de wa fum Switzerland mra. Okay. Enye FIFA mra wa fum Switzerland mra. And I'm so me de enti country bia ewo nembra enti na obehwa afi FIFA hosting World Cup na na say FIFA organizers US Canada Mexico omo na omo ye member associations omo ne wa ban na kabom omo ye de omo World Cup no enti FIFA any to me say obe grant obi visa
entry
visa entry na say entry visa eye omo na ohus na say de say obe deny ana say obe grant visa.
Okay.
So granted also deny FIFA entity and now Thomas Partey issue no me any incophobia said you the football you anticipate say Saudi oh sir oh sure you anticipate you see you country biane how omofa rape case
okay
country biane how omode rape an assault case with a sexual assault into you buy become rape Canada, use the word rape, use sexual assault because level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay. Beyond the sentence and the next sentence, Canada, as far as rape and sexual assault, 10 years.
The list.
Yes.
Okay.
It tells you how pedestal issue no
Thomas Partey young convicted and say
yes
the case is still in court
sure.
So I don't know denying
okay so the Canadian environment also but wakodi boni young convicted no and say or still a suspect but yeah now quite now certain places. But what you say?
Okay.
Your friend say,
my name no. Baby, Thomas Partey was born a baller. Sad and you accuse no. You restricted the movement.
You see, and your friend say, you accuse you. Say, be a Ubunkwala.
Yes.
Na asemno egusu epende. Ye ma kwan na nkonkwala mu.
Okay.
Open say be can some na and to almost prevent it. Canadian government no say the laws and the degree of case so what I say enti omo man kwan no dey onwem.
Okay. A man omu accuse no ebi free Canada.
Debbie. But the issue is you will omo the we kan emrem say ukodi boni bi o fan say Cyprus and I bia ukodi boni bi o bia Greece sa boni no can also take effect when we be UK.
Okay. Now the okay samra we nyina na ye Ghana efe ni nim samra we say Canada those things no win na efe ni nim. Okay.
Say efe no catch him say unim. Say ministry no catch him say omunim. Last time I heard the minister, sports minister Eka say until say because I do people buy there 3 days ni.
Okay.
Say Thomas Partey will be prevented. So from entering Canada.
Okay.
So what you say? It is sports minister Eka and I was confused. Say minister Eka say na until na unim say Thomas Partey be refuse visa.
O sports minister video but a sports minister video no in reacting to the course when I say SC Thomas Partey denying entry to Canada. Sports minister video no more
wrong. This is because Thomas, in the country, the zone within which he was even accused, is walking free, enjoying his rights as any other person, because he has only been charged. So I don't understand why today Canada is interpreting their rules to suggest that a charge means guilty. This is supposed to be a country that should hold high the ethos of democracy and rule of law, and are supposed to be championing rights of many persons, including rights that some of us don't want to even talk about here. And you think that the mere fact that somebody is being charged is enough to bar the person from partaking in an event you've accepted to host, an event that is supposed to unify us, an event that is supposed to promote peace.
Did they
an
say
event that is supposed to promote feeling?
Did they say specifically that they denied him access to their country or entry into their country because of the charge?
Yes, they stated so.
Okay, did US accept him earlier?
Yes, US have accepted him.
No.
US have accepted him, issued him with entry visa, which we applied to their embassy in UK, and he was issued.
Okay. See, Ambavo, this is the sports minister, Hannah Kofi Adams. Okay. So, we don't care. Agua, you could be a cane nabo. Now, there you could be a cane nabo, no deny visa. wo pesa o kire se asem na ye de ato no so no e o court ndi nwie nanso ase wo ye di asem na wie se waye sa abone no me was court and converting se waye sa abone no eno ye one na apart from two games na ye be kono party no se woni game no ma Ghana ni any that so bia na.
Okay, so one Manisha Sinfi, the first one. You see, I'm surprised. Say Canadian government, ever taking that step, and I said that will be an entrenched position because in the end, say until say you be before, and now you be before say be born in a wedding. I think say on right, even baby, yeah, accusing say the minister can baby, yeah, accusing say what I don't know. What do you mean about? What do you call them?
You are restricting
No, you're restricting because you're improving duty.
Okay.
You want it, I think.
Mate, club party bono. Do they move from country to?
Sure. Yes, or free movement. I think I say when about
say US they will grant it. US they will beat me about.
Sure.
And now do send a DJ visa players to enter a country.
Okay, so depending on the tournament, FIFA, in fact, players no go through some normal, and I say every individual go through players and go through certain and even when players no can call by themselves.
Okay,
your protocol officers on their behalf.
Okay.
And the players need issue on passport, okay. Then visas are ready to players no me about from office to office just to some for visas and then you make so I say journey different.
In this case, who's a Canada buying party in Ghana?
Oh, there be Canada buying maybe I take a second look because I didn't see one committee crime and I say the crime I almost
say that's what committee because to need
even if you work background or freedom until say make it freedom say be a boss community we default so I just before say on this call I don't think it's a Canadian government need
say two March near that bay
March Wednesday
yeah if we na ankosi Wednesday maybe an mpanyfo atimi appeal because mostly the now visa mutimi appeal maybe se kobasa na even appeal na go through the team with that pattern send a chances there.
I think so, the coach current coach Ukra Black Star no I'll be surprised say be one take when into consideration because here calling say your player be asim say effort for so in the case of eventuality maybe in the case of say be Thomas Day party I absent with him okay then find say party could be against Panama when you red card coach will you tell me so we plan B no so what I say in any aspect no I was saying we plan B into the amount with 26 players so teams eventually two players be every position so what I say yes you better feel the absence of party if say Wednesday you intimate conclude and you appeal no when intimate they better feeling absence because one of the experienced players your squad Thomas Day party and to me on the absence will create a big vacuum as far as the team concerned say your team your transitional problem transitional problem in the sense in terms of technicalities everybody from defense to midfield then to attack when you be all that technical know-how in terms of tactical discipline obet me adapted to coach beer philosophy I am at the hard yes you Kasiebo but the experience Thomas Day party even one-legged Thomas Day party heavy than Kasiebo so I say to me feel said the absence of Thomas Day party the hard as far as your game against Panama only say you downplay the absence in the regard say the Panama that is the mentality
no but the fact is a World Cup near
sure
and I'm a be a bono you baby a bedroom
sure
it be I fan say fine granted Panama a bit much granted yes you man there could be a match as still be a
Canada so that is where in this regard like I say aban led by the sports minister no and Canadian commissioner, high commissioner no omo take this matter up because apart from Panama again now you be Canada no ye be na the possibility Ghana ebe advance to the next stage one here na yakunya crucial game be
Canada one e be
Canada of which as yentimi appeal this decision 1 3 year na akohan because your president okay tell me 2006 World Cup you name so like Kingston one of our best players World Cup no you anticipate say bit me dey every group because a group ni Czech Republic US ni Italy even afina yeko ye debutant you anticipate say Ghana bit me dey emerge every group na qualify the according next stage after qualify according next stage na afina me ye hwe echi because they kokosha Brazil ni e hwe echi say ibinya like Kingston of which amfana nko so the me feel say the earlier the better and before I appeal no strong defense mount strong defense as to Canada embassy and abano and feeling say deny Thomas party entry to Canada because I say the football buy the sports in general buy no say after World War II no and the news say I was say a man will be at even World Cup no first invitational tournament from 1930 started invitational. It started with 13 countries. If you were calling 24, if you were calling no buyer about 42 buyer and maybe 48 countries in you're expanding. So there's going to be a in Kabum that relationship between countries now. I have you mind if you say see a more before no be jina so how do we so they deny will be a bad precedent. See a mass how do we quite
that's right.
Yeah, and the people have been in Pewasam to now, Mammy Krum.
And not qualify for and our tournament.
Yes, okay. So what and for mounting a strong defense. So what there's going to be a Thomas party. Because yet me and share with say group stage in one, should beyond the group stage. Yes,
possibility
because your third best place countries are a bit me I qualify Ghana a bit me I qualify see me qualify with first second Ghana a bit me third best place to man a bit me
appeal there animu ya we
no mount strong defense mount strong defense so the party because
you hear no ho
sir we jai no sa di we edawa sabone.
Okay. Mate, ample for wasn't me that say. Na me didn't be see for now. We the buy any money say Thomas Party ye deny no entry to Canada. Na say on Panama and I say Ghana ne Panama game no nyadia obetimi abobi. Ye nhwe Panama nko because a tournament ni akono. Yetimi qualify to the next stage. You nim the other match be kwakobo no Panama wa. Sa time ne mu aye den didu ha ye be hia no. Nti mpacho moment defense are strong. Na more appeal said there be a bit many party. Why? That is on the other side. Now, the Aquacobani say the NDC as a party at the and she be beto say ubia we see you na positions bia ekuta mpenifo no. Now say kuta a national executive position as executive member of the NDC no. What the bako beto. What the bako e beto. And they say ebia we see you. Na ukrona beko ibia we regional executive member, regional chairman, regional secretary, whatever. As a typical example, Ashanti regional minister, no a regional secretary. Next and now a regional minister. Next one person sako as regional secretary. And any other position, or party no executive position. This is Neduma tour as a minister. And no non coap as a nameka, whether CEO whatever. Sanche no timeline on the tour no aso. The question is CEOs no one for no. Omo resigning to contest the executive position and now omo musa. So far no part do say na resigning. And one man pay you busa kakra because timeline no the toast na so. Na Madi Jibril make us say NDC America na nkasa no. Ohwe wona ehwe eye wona ehwe abato ho nsem so nkita odie na wona e panimpa odie ni ho. Ma musa de kakra fi say e den a privy to. Madi utimi kan watching.
Na me Josu.
Apom to say.
Enyadum tapoye.
Badaro maya no ama ne so ama me. Why?
Mate.
Okay. Now, timeline na mode to ho no aso date no a mode to so obi a okuta executive position of person resign afi oba e be pray anase bi o CEO okuta position aban mu wode beto aba be pray no time na so e ho asem asisi amanfo resigning
Mami Fakunya Winchia, which is for any worship for no pay. Party A share for this year reorganization.
Okay.
You may branch executives, constituency executives, regional executive, and national executive.
Okay.
Now, the edition say a branch elections. And no more and a year from 20th of this month. I will see on the 11th of July. Now, yeah, share elections in Ankasa in the various branches. Say the executives in
okay.
Now, such a share we know. The moon and I had the guidelines to was I want to contest. Let's say we CEO, now minister, and as a managing director, I want institution one. The co-elections we are so contesting national, region, constituency. Would they were position number 2, a buying position now one, number 2, now time so one hour picking nomination.
Good.
I say why and a bear resigning, and no being to my party office, say, my choice of resigning. So I say,
okay.
So to your contest, no way see you a minister. One from my party say, my resigning. Over Chama, they were appointed, and they are mine. Maybe a party who say we are resigning or resign fully, no. And you're doing vetting.
Okay.
During vetting. So about vetting, now you see you. Now you baby saw up there. Who put elections. We see you. What's your Juma? My letter now the resignation. And the lecturer say, Mara party did 2 must say. We they win also resign.
Yeah.
Juma.
Okay.
And the Juma.
Okay.
And for now, the why when I resign, and that's the 82 work, so I'm resigning. But we'll get to the point when the elections national start to know.
Yeah.
After the home, the door saying, and I resign and we contest elections.
Okay. Time now with the toast on extension, woman.
Or there be extension because a neck decision. Neck and I quite G2 more, and yes, fake, and I say, natural, yeah. Neck and I be a neck of G2 must say, way. And individual.
Okay.
So very extension be this is a connect view. Neck matter to me say yes sir.
Okay. Me sisi a yeka say yenya titi phone kakra say ebi mo ha mo be exempt you mu na we see you kra na wasa to na adwuma so as executive member. Bibi sa o.
The be exempt will be CEO
exemption maybe as a CEO.
But party have no any discussion on that.
Okay. Okay. Now there was this emergency meeting, I think Thursday, Anambwa.
An emergency meeting. You share a neck meeting. Last week a Thursday a neck meeting.
Yeah.
And an emergency meeting.
Okay. Okay. Now registration process no be a suka krama na afi enu.
Okay. About a branch process now. You be a nomination for elections around 2nd June to 16th. Me was sorry. Every year extension. Okay. Your close nominations they say. The they say no, and they say you're trying for 2020th. Now you're call for elections. About to July 11th. After July 11th, no, we have something we call mop-up. Then mop-up is from 14th to 21st of July.
Yeah.
Then any branch process, every process now, and then I call into the constituency elections, regional election, and national elections.
Okay. Now, but why not qualified to?
More qualified to like I say, the guidelines in there. A party member work in good standing. They will dues. 1 year from Subia buying any Maracan and Koso.
Okay.
One free party no more says is we in this in we are other party. I say now baby. Those are the issues
yeah.
A guy the party branch election.
Number of times they do sa registration we are say album near their coach will be them obey the neighbor and the man in the bush and phone coordinators. What are you doing to prevent some of these things?
Oh, we know I'm say at that stage, at a party.
Okay.
this time our process in online. Enti if you for review will be out to me file it, say may contest it. And we have gone through that one, and I believe say over 400,000 members of the party have able to file to contest these elections now. And they say we family, so we are the Shahano, they are trust state.
Okay, Mate. But we have a message say time among the guidelines nearby no. Muka say fairness and a beduma. And think Crawford that so ill post CCA, our mon resign here. Nesse do or no bequa fairness na eduma.
What's it?
Say and Crawford that so ill at post our moji salary, Sabri Adeco. Into do ho, and I say, Safon be contested, necessary ultimate good through fairness na eduma.
So, like I say, so now the audience are contest election.
Okay.
The all send message, you know. The audience are no. I catch and say, "We're picking nomination." Nomination.
Okay.
So will be contest elections. Let's get to that point.
Okay.
I say vetting will kill all those issues.
Vetting, they do vetting now.
They do vetting, not say who are part of their didn't affect and no contest election. Vetting will deal with that one.
Okay. Okay, Mate. Mariano Pay, that's for the clearance.
Mr. Metal,
that's it. Madi Gibiano Pay, one year in the Dinkomo, a draba ton share member of the NDC. Now, a draba to home sema, a down the Resank town, the Nina, and see, and a pay are clear their mind. Why? So, COB and find a resignation koya, they be our address say, uncle any executive position because or do vetna, the baby son, a brow, they resign in a Juma or Pessoa for now. Until a honor. And now your birthday, NEP CEO Erica J. Happy birthday to you. And your birthday, and there's wrong. Alpha that's wrong. Why? Naku Puncha, non ton super enguso. Now, my bigger phone be Baba come who have yet to meet in bro. Now, 3 months on local government minister echo rounds. It's a local government chieftaincy and religious affairs. The various district assemblies never city home. Say, I buy a common fund or the abba. Now we are the first time I buy common fund. Say they see boom 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 no akosa pepepe. Now a call you know assembly net me I spend it and I say what me the aye juma na to attest form. Now I rehearse them they say greater crowd shares you know. Baby who a common fund no muntimi spend 3% of the common fund. Scan it to account you say po 1 year ni. But the question is adana sikane beba na juma say you know enye because I buy the boss you know timeline na da home. Scanned the accounts no year them assemblies mean to me and spend the answer same. So the minister had an engagement with some of the MMDCs, the assemblies, MMDs, rather. Yeah, but I'm gonna drop you some of the videos. No, minister, no when I encounter.
You came to complain. Did you come to it, madam? Did you? Yes, sir. And what did he tell you? He told me you should go on the vetting. You should go on the vetting there. You don't you have an album for the person that you have the album? Yes. How many are they? We have a total of 332. 332? Yes. 332 and they gave you 175 million for 1 year. Spend it on them. And you haven't done it. No, so far we have dispersed 184. No, it's 126. 184. Yes. Why should you spend 126,000 on 184 when you have 300? Oh, from 2020 for 1 year, you were given 475 for the people. Yes. Let me tell you, the essence of the money is to economically empower the people. Persons with that, some are blind, some are lepers, some cannot even do any other way, but they pay light bills, they eat. Those who were collecting the road tolls are no more there. Some are even schooling. And they give you the money that take this money to economically empower the people. Because when they run application for employment, you don't employ them. The money that belongs to them too, you allow the money to be in the account and you are giving excuses. Is it fair? Oh, Master. You don't want to be blessed. Please, you have within these 2 weeks. Within what? 2 weeks. convey and assembly woman. You say, you people, you are not correct too. How can there be an assembly without speaker? When you become too partisan that you can't elect a presiding member, you all suffer. You see how the people are suffering because of this, your egocentric attitude. It's not good. You are not representing yourself. You represent the people. So your inability to elect a presiding member is giving a field day not to DC but to connecting director and MFO. I've been a member 18 years. When there's no presiding member, everything is to them. The worst is they will go on transfer. Then you'll be suffering here. Are you useful? The money comes for deep part, you fail. The money that is supposed to give you to assembly, you won't get. So who are you serving? Yourself or your party or who? And you say you are the social services committee chairperson. Look, even if you are not a member of the assembly, per the Local Governance Act 936, you hide under the right to information law. Then you write to this assembly, I want to know how much money came for persons with disability. You don't need to be voted for, you will be given that information. Are you aware? But have you done that? You are a special service committee, but they are not giving it to you. Then you say, I'm 10%, I'm 10%. But they are not giving you the correct service.
We a local government minister, now Chima Frabo, our koye. Now, to the various MMDAs, no, Sikana bind the accord. You say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Sikani in our court, the Edibe sanitation, PWD for the 24-hour market, whatever, Sikane ko, Nansu Edumano, Sikane ye. Sikane da accounts muna, and da hobotre. Save your pesa accounts in me. Into 1 year, no, scanda so. And watch it, 24-hour market, no. Assemblies ni bebre won kan so muni asase o de besi dan no asase ni ho land 8 asa nti sika na ko eda ho mampanyi nim se 24-hour market sika no ekontie bia be se 2 years 3 years ni ye wie yesi asase ni ho sika na eda ho eno an no na the value of sika adwuma e be ye ne no by the next year or 2 no na sika no value na adwuma na e say ye no value no neko form investment bi aso so nko so that is the problem na eno achi nso no sika na common fund no ni nyina ye attached to a project entinye se ukoyi di aye de ope ukọ assemblies no omu IGF no de omu gene kese eno omu timi spend ndo be ko no IGF na sa IGF no eno de bi ni ho nemum common fund ne ba ye nkoya adwuma se nyina no sika no nyina da so. The question is, say, assemblies ni keep scanner sa mampanyina ni suade hunu ni project ahodo opeso ye no e be possible ana MMDCs ni ade no de no mo ye de afa ho so ba bia edu no na anope marriage for come on afi yet me din kitem de no enso etimi abro make I say a member of the NDC, a stanch member of the NDC nurturing e wa ha panyimache na ho ye de bibia boko e do ba de ase you better so fresh one back on it. We are Nabu Ahmed Ibrahim, local government, chieftaincy and religious affairs. Scano, Don Mahama, they are all the assemblies. Yeah. Omofanya Juma. Omuntimi spend 10% of it. Ubikra spend 3.5%. Yinyas I say the basic 24-hour economy market.
Eja, medasibim. Mamemfa nchiakasi ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na menkase Obojumadin. The mandates of the Ghanaian people given to him as president, no, or Shese Ebekosuye. Mamintia Miami boss, so the Honorable Felix Ofusukwache, the Minister for Government Communication. Now, Yamenka last week, Wednesday, there were Perez Chapel, Matai Kwablikuma Central.
Okay.
At the Kasiebo course, a stakeholder engagement of the 2025 year in review. The year is say a mandate as a member of parliament.
Yeah.
And a mandate as an MCA. There was also say you account to the people.
Yeah.
What happened is the member of parliament for Ablekuma Central Constituency, the Honorable Abdul Latif Dan, on the MC, Yanu Yabe Mapenyi, Honorable Franklin Cancer. Umbu Dakasiye, I all stakeholders in Ablekuma Central Yamra. Last year 2025, Yamra course no. Yamra Transini will account to the people. In Tubashemwa, everybody in the constituency came on board. MC chair Yama Waye in having the mandate for close to 1 year. The member of parliament also told us their 1 year as the MP for close to 2 years in the second term. It was a very good thing. And that was the course of many G and say, only we are in a rainy season. And most of the drainage system in Ablekuma Central, no chair say, gata yetitim. Me I say, what the government wants us to do, it is being done. And I want to commend the MP and the MC greatly in Ablekuma Central Constituency. And also, you see, the first topic me say, we must not put square pegs in round holes. Sabi, over developmental issues in Ghana, it does yepa. And as far back as the era of Dr. Kofi Abrefa Buzia, ye did to me say, yemfa the district assembly concept in Emra. Now development and cut down to the doorsteps of the people. And the attorney say, every district in this country, you were DC. Every assembly, so you were municipal assembly, depending on the number of people who live there. And the attorney say, I buy every year the common fund. And the common fund is supposed to ensure say development will go down to the doors of the people. Ebanu Yusiusem, Ebanu Yakwansem, persons with disability and other issues are a court to ensure say media bekoso. It will be a mark of wickedness on the part of any MC, any DC to ensure say Abayin Bisekaba. Sikano, it should be able to go to development A or B or C. Now we say we are DC and MC President AU. Na scanning that you don't use the money. Come first scanning your share. Na amount for every 1 year. 1 year ni. I like the anger of the Minister of Local Government. Because Sabi, I would not mean words. It is a mark of wickedness to ensure say you have the resource to be able to make people become comfortable.
Wickedness. 24 hours.
You see, only assassin.
Yes.
Granted. But the fact is that sometimes certain things must give way for something to happen.
Yeah.
Project Biba,
yeah.
But we can talk to people and ensure say or structure what we say. We will compensate you for the same structure.
That's right.
Relocate it to somewhere and let us build maybe hospital and a school.
Yeah.
You see, so you're a leader. I'm very much angry this morning. You're a leader. Now you can't think outside the box. Now you wanted the appointing authority to come and tell you, say, my appointing, go and do this and do that. You have no business staying there.
Now, persons with disabilities seek a year and also that counts.
And then because even our things saying that thing is wickedness will be another statement. Sabi, I mean, you can say PWD.
Yeah.
It will be a 7 in 1 year. On to be Nante. We did them as we did them. Some panel is very vulnerable in society.
Yeah.
And it is through the ingenuity of John Dramani Mahama. You ensure that monies will be paid for these people. We ensure them school, hospital, and their well-being. Now, DCB, MCB say, Sasikana Bano, I will not disburse it. Now, in Krofua, they are just there and nothing is happening now. You see, our appeal to the president and our appeal to the minister say, most of these infractions that he's seeing, President, in all humility, you must crack the whip. Anybody who does that is not fit to be a leader in the municipal assembly or district because which was done by a different thing.
Yeah,
the monies have been given. The monies have been given. So, are you saying the president must come and tell you how you must spend the money?
Yeah.
Sabe. Anybody who is even visually impaired, near from Puno, say or tear
yeah.
How much more somebody who has gone through the process, you are vetted, you have been approved by assembly members who are continuing to solve problems. You are creating more.
Okay.
Finally, anybody who is appointed by the government or the president who is supposed to solve problems but is creating more problems, that person is not fit for purpose.
Okay, Mate, but I say, you let us also free enough in comedy and opedi yet me in abroad. Your friend, nature appear body, on attending say, na anope with me, Ibrahim Kamaldeen, or MPP communications team member. They say, we are titles. Blover, the campaign tina also a national organizer no. On the trend and 2 born in Kittown, the unsem in Ademano. I'm a Saman Bruni.
Thank you.
That's right. Bruni the ama. Bruni Marche. Oh, yeah. Campaign Mugusu there.
Yagusupa.
Okay. That's it.
And a poet, Mammy Fa Quinyanchia, me flag bearer, large Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Na Minchia, Miami boss, Honorable Titus Glover. Ya started some stakeholder engagements kakra.
Okay.
Yeah, rounds. Na ya campaign na nkasa de senyame aduma next month and ya start. Immediately we constituency elections na ya kickstart your campaign. So far messages are all shared across social media engagements. Are only party ma edinkita odie no mo bisa no questions na or explaining things to their understanding. Right. And quite recently, so you who trend I started say emerge say a woman na unim campaign there. Oh yeah, I was say young for beer any ho. Yes, you be packaging there the abroad. Upo was on be you one.
Oh, internal.
Aha, obi kura bet me ko hu obi shadow ho. No say me hu Honorable Titus wa ha. Utimi nye di politics ye di enye ye. O say onko you one no. And they are starting who sa anya money be. And so we contest na when share sa anya where what it means ni say race no nka ho.
Okay.
But say himself when you the strongest contender or say yanko package bibi then from the suya na yan who say went me and you one year na acquaintia. But you know there was one person from afar who follow Honorable Titus for long. I don't think say name catch us say one thing against Honorable Titus so when bibi anka or you nipa anka so 100% but or share na namo to ye of pejan in 9 well or say on himself or say me fan to us or china 70 and so far your campaign there we are conducting it in a civil manner and Mikai the last time I got share large Dr. Mahmoud Bamia he emphasized that point say you make sure say your campaign no be clean because party no a reorganization as per unity. Unfortunately Honorable Titus the first time or call to campaign we na obi anya samba ku say ambeka say there be Honorable Titus campaign na attend the day and antrocha na bibisa ekoso ho same thing we maintain the status quo sa na campaign because me boss me anga sama jawo sudi dancers me ndidi atem me making me point strongly sa na me boss te Honorable Titus be making the point but unti say wakoka bibi kasa fibi ana kasa bi akotwi obi in a way so that is the Titus campaign and then again you are launching your social media handles in the Titus campaign. You call TikTok, ni Facebook. So now you type the Titus campaign. Ubehu, you start here. Ubehu say we want to update all the happenings of the campaign. So very soon we have started doing a couple of it, but because of campaign and hiti and the update is a bit slow. And then we are encouraging party members, so person who be here, and then we'll be launching the website so very soon. The Titus Global campaign website so that obi our approach because our party money be a more approach almost about two national elections in BNT almost benya akwenya a follow nya edumadia OD. So I can tell you that God willing he will become the next national organizer for the New Patriotic Party.
That's right.
Ni vision yabako to make sure he sees Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia become president of Ghana.
That's it. Baba na say edin komobi. Assemblies are common fund na kwa say
you see
in a year.
Your English word be a lame duck. Na me tipa ba na minim context I you use until nan say you're situating in a proper context Edima President John Mahama. Say he's a lame duck. He's a weak leader. And literally emphasize that here. Because na point is now start is a moonstone. It's as simple as now Onanga Santiha.
So okay.
Onanga Santiha essay MMBCs will have Yamo Muska. They are refusing to use it. What I say? Now when himself were leader obe exact punishment on you. Why would you do that? Money is brought to you to spend. Yan fan bro say fashion ubotom. Common fund. Say common fund na district assemblies no use. Say the common fund there bro. Indirectly you catch and directly you catch us for di ejuma bi. Now who as MC and a DC what na scan so who na so for what? When your community members need some basic amenities. And then look at flooding situation esisi wakra. Into every municipal assembly bia who constitute a municipality go through some of this situation. Now who was ka maybe I catch us a focus school and now focus drainage. Now who keep it who the amount for now bro, and we have no business staying there. So that is what I'm saying. Say if there's a leader, the leader quickly must crack the whip. The common fund that bro. 3-4 months down the line, we say you should start using it for A and B. Because in governance, timing is important too. Months now, air corner, and then President Mama, which 1 year, 6 months. Okay. So the scam out and now Tinasu for the next 3 months to 6 months. Away dinner, bro. And if he also refuses to act, we may air corner. Pokwasi to Nsawan road a year. The target of the previous government said, Nanka, you be even before elections. Kokwana so edaso. That's a road project. There are other projects that Yenim Ghana have bureaucracy. Etimi story project. Well, it's a private person there. There are certain story buildings. I believe so. We bet me for area B. We bet the next 3 months or 4 months. We have a whole project. But I buy there yet me to foundation. Sometimes 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. No, but that's what foundation level. Look, it's sad to say. There's a building in Amasama, school building. Oh, mother and child, hono. Meaning only mother and child. Just directly opposite the municipal assembly. MA school now, hono. There's been a school here. Yeah, 2 foundation now raise pillars. Since President Kufuor time, if I'm right. Okay. And that's what. And that's what. Foundation. No, yeah, raise pillars. And I cast it way. And that's what. Okay. It's not completed because they are binding. And a private person can complete an idea. Well. You can imagine President Kufuor and how many years? The projects need that so. So in the municipal assembly, because the purpose of one of the things that will be at the Cairo is this decentralization or the other, so that governance will be at the local level. So no MC or DC has business keeping any money. Who keep it finally now? The coffee and who keep it say who disable because little experience in politics. Actually, sometimes some of these MMDCs too, and that's why. I'll call on the Minister of Local Government to crack the whip. In that, say MC no agenda so person contest MP no. Or finish all the projects are the MP bet me add credit. Okay. Say under oba ya na intern NAB ya road way ya school way enti unim minye. Ade a mayor be favor ni de minye say me ye kura men at a snail pace. Na ekutia MP no. Say aka say yanko reshape yo. Obeba o aka say oni scar di better diesel. Enti say MP no was scar on fambra. On him say MP no see a handicap na ekuntia because your notion about development seriously has shifted from municipal assemblies and MMDs and they are MPs no so road in there say MP no born home ode so last me who me MP Amasama MP said them honorable said them oninam friends so at all oninam of catch them amount for where they should feel this animal ordinarily to go around and empathize with constituents is in order. Okay. But a municipal assembly okay. Because only MP no you money tax. Municipal assembly they call around the property rate yada those things. All those things. So say that is the time and Minister of Local Government should rather make the MMDCs very visible. If you are not aware, rainy season you bet me am say oh okay I had me dream say any waterlogged area now amount for situation be obi abesi dan a block we na unim genuinely be na unim but rainy season bet me ama when with the cost of it so that they will go around map up the strategy with the municipal engineers going forward then they will see the way they will address it but we share MPs na come around because MP now come around a basis for say bet me there too about it MC ni himself he is not accountable to anybody the only person he is accountable to say be 6 o'clock before I see ye na free ho so that is all that I'll say. So going forward, the Minister of Local Government has power to sanction some through even regional ministers have powers to call on these MMDCs to live up to the tax. Okay. That is all that I'll say.
Mate, na ye fan communication to us. Now Chimus no the buy baako na ayekana yeka sisi a Shema to me plea bargaining and then on one lawyer so say the case I court no or training him free as a lawyer. Nature me shall say Exim Bank and those way.
Yeah, was medasi. Na makase Ghana ya wumra and Ghana mrano self from na ya will process our self from na ensure say the law works. And about the issue of Chairman to me, any Exim Bank in Sensemna, I believe sir the process didn't start today.
Okay.
Then say Chairman to me court. Even it started with Yoko inviting him, and yet even only the Exim Bank issue about some many issues in the Tanonimre forest in the western regions where he has been invited. And I believe sir the lawyer that is and the appeal could be so he has a right to represent him. And when Chairman to me goes to court, he deserves to also have a counsel to represent him.
Okay.
And the lawyer also has the right to decide. But you see, it raises fundamental issues. Maybe some who say judgment has not been delivered yet. The issue is an issue of fraud with Exim Bank. Issue means that Chairman to me, Exim Bank maniska under the MPP government. Sikano was supposed to go and do a project. Now or no, the as a contractor, so to speak. Contractor, I don't know. Also, was the contract delivered or not?
We are specific on farming.
On farming, thank you very much. Was it delivered or not? Also, MDC are buying by the contract he was given to deliver now. Sikako, has he done it or not? That is the crux of the matter. And see, I won't go into the judgment so much. But the fact is that the moment case be so, now what be inquiry, you have called your witnesses, I have called mine. And the judge can say, this time will be a time for judgment. Now we can say, okay, I'm going for plea bargaining. It tells me one thing.
No, I know plea bargaining is different from the ruling in Bebaso on the third.
Sure.
Two different issues.
Two different issues.
The Bebaso on the third now lawyer and say wedi baby odi asem do no fine judgment about the but no as a lawyer.
Yeah.
Or training one.
You see, what training way from that's what I'm saying is that it is in its own right. One of my reasons to say or training way for assembly. If the reasons make sense to me, to you, or to someone or not, it is his right. But the fact is that one of my reasons say a camera correct a case there customer. You see, also sometimes members of the MPP and their assigns they behave as if Ghana started just in 2025. Also, the law will always be the law. So we didn't give one. We have the process to go through. But you see, to impugn the court and say the court and its assigns, are doing some things that say, so the local case no seller. It is there is a likelihood say only demand. I think say he has gone to the extreme. But they also
ebi anya bim die mu no ohwe no. Asem nyema bi akoso court them or no as a lawyer cry no untumi nye ono kwa na any client or other cases. But court be force no say chinchina that's a bra court. Babra in anim say court lawyer to me, oh my lord, on this day be meet me about na mintina. Onya that opportunity.
Me can be say asem so. So court sometimes based on DBA bintino. The court can say oh dear, we are titiri society anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, more bill, separate some bill, they can give it to you. But you see, Ghana have say na an MP that you question. They go back some under the MPP government. They told this member of parliament say, "Umbra court, they be and he must be there in person." And also in law or in the court system, sometimes your counsel can go on your behalf.
Yeah.
So you be a say you didn't say you be a Udimo society anymore. You can let your lawyer go to court on your behalf. But you see, under this same MPP, who are crying foul now, under them, the court system was used to torment people. And if these same people come and say, lawyer Pia could be say he must go to court every day. And what happens in court, a tracer, the client, on your fair judgment. I think it is a mark of hypocrisy, to say the least.
Okay.
Because you have been here before.
But I say in criminal,
you have seen same before.
In criminal cases, no, accused them there be just so court. And say there is no way say be a bit maka say accused no be could na wa mano. Okoswa no lawyer.
Until they tell you say a sinner. Now you be one cash.
Okay. This is sinner.
Now you were happy with the whole processes.
Right.
Now say now you are crying foul.
Yeah.
I think say your crying foul no will not make any sense to me.
But I was wondering a quick on this one.
So to me issue one, we should establish the fact there's no judgment on the issue.
For now.
For now, there's no judgment. Assembly or court in tea and now ultimately plea bargain. Say you boy your my judgment on issue. You file plea bargain in you. Intelligently. Get that right. You see, get it right again, say, wound to me, and your case will inquire no court. There's another one. Until near your friend is a cancel air cannon. Anyway, no, you see, let's get it straight, sir. To file for plea bargain doesn't constitute automatic guilt. So we are guilty.
Okay.
Because there's non-punishable aspect of a plea bargain. Fine can be reduced, charges can be reduced again. They can give you fine and the like.
Okay.
You see, if file a plea bargain now, prosecution no. In this case, Attorney General can decide to accept it or not. And a filing for plea bargain again on the part of the accused no. Young man for NTS say, "Obetima file or file a plea bargain or what now starts is that negotiation will begin."
Okay.
Okay, so person young plea bargain Attorney General Betima catch you say, "Me terms and conditions in here."
What in meet they are fine.
What in meet they are fine. Anybody Betima catch you say, "Okay, in this case, Chairman, what in Betima catch you say, fine, met me meet."
Okay.
So let's end it there. And that Chairman can also say, "No. Even though my about for plea bargain, but terms and conditions they are too harsh for me. In that case, let's go back." So these are possibilities.
Okay.
And this is for our social no car or see MPP and the assigns, NDC and your assigns. More social media as static pronouns say he's guilty and anything amount or filing for plea bargain. Forgetting that they can go in discussion and then they'll come back to court and say, say ADR so your option. And I'm not for me call even court to me because I'm court you see this ADR. On the corner of our sentence and near Jumanti court to us. So people should not conclude. One of the reasons I made me say I didn't have a file plea bargain. Say I don't know.
Yes, I what you to say.
Thank you.
What with you? Sika yes, Sika.
Guilt.
Sika no idas wedi another head man.
Thank you.
Yeah, charge you. Also okay, we dey young corner young tenacity na. Yeah, but oh Matthias metia. Meaning say charges na dey abo no.
If I'm not guilty, why will I admit say I'll pay?
I'll pay.
It's admission of guilt.
You see, that's what I'm saying, sir. According to the lawyer, I listen to the lawyer. Me, I'm not a lawyer. You are not a lawyer. Maybe if you are doing laws, you say I didn't fine. Why? Yeah. What for back door now? But that's an aside. You see, or say it doesn't constitute guilt.
Okay.
Let's all accept that fact. Because so omukono omu ntiase ko ye adwuma. Say ndem nipa na ajatum. But ntiase anye adwuma na mo back to court. Does that mean you are guilty? Does that mean that we are guilty?
Yeah.
So just more relax it because your money on social media so you know. It was other way na identify NDC for air jubility. Just plea bargain or move boy say and now move deal say mo can say move deal say good. Me say Attorney General no 1.5 years no want me come back to them with glad tidings. You can say, oh, me Attorney General case when I'm prosecuted successfully. Want me? Easy router. And NDC I feel like okay, there's something for us to have merriment with. Because on what no big news for them in MPP because they want one big fish. in the MPP so that they will use it as a yardstick to say, we prosecuted this person.
Okay.
That's all. But I can guarantee you, say, me, I don't know. Me, I seriously feel, say, Wood to me should have allowed this case to go. Yes. No, anchor fully. The full trial.
The whole plea bargain.
And let me say,
say what?
I have that conviction, say, at least anchor Wood to me my court case, no, anchor full trial. Because wrong, loan now but I think initially me make a point me now.
Okay.
Me distracted. One of the reasons I almost say or apply for this plea bargain is simply say, see whether case no yabu no for, and I yabu no for, and now with the beam crana, wakoji loan I was on here.
Yeah.
That is there. Be it positive or negative. There's a loan. Awaje.
Okay.
Near Attorney General Air can say or the fraudulent document and okoji. I want to issue no. And there's okoji loan. There's a criminal issue. A civil issue.
But documentation. No.
Documentation. Okay. And then let me say, so who enter into plea bargain? Much as who can say whether positive or negative, what you know about you. But who enter plea bargain now what open yourself up for many conspiracy theories. Even at nature NDC 4 years. And that time no, you cannot control the narrative again.
There we.
So people tonight say, or the fake document loan. Even if it is not true, but you've entered into plea bargain. Because you have a back door might not be out there.
Okay.
Attorney General what breast when now is sano. Or the best one or no pay one. But you see, NDC supporters should be disappointed in the Attorney General. Very disappointed.
Maybe the Attorney General is very lenient. For a fair trial.
Asama American,
that be because also
Asama American. NDC supporters should be disappointed with the Attorney General. And Ghanaians as a whole should be very, very, very disappointed with the Attorney General. For NDC, they have to be very disappointed. But for Ghanaians, they have to be very, very, very disappointed in him. Okay?
No Alandi.
Yes. Scanner, you're accusing Wuntumino. Ghana ska.
Yeah.
I won't deny it. But who chase 4 million? Right? Yeah. Also, who chase won't to me for 4 million cities? What filing knowledge prosecutor? I catch a doctor do for so on for 2 billion cotton fee, not for 3 billion bro.
Okay.
And then I'm saying Daniel should be very, very. Open case, our court about $150 million. What the filing knowledge prosecutor? Also on first canon case, government in interested in it again. Saglema housing project. My people bombs here. What the filing knowledge prosecutor? So on first canon court. Not who chase 4 million. That's why I said Daniel should be very, very disappointed in him.
Because of time, ended with the
ending. More extended time. And so too. And I have from my back. More extended my.
Yeah.
Later I'll correct you, but I think for the purposes of our viewers and listeners, you set the record straight. Offer even the word to clear admission of guilt.
Okay.
And I picked some few things here. All no lawyers.
No, I can say no, or chairman to me.
It is under air condition speaking. Nipo Ojina court or them say this advice amount will not take it.
Okay.
I say. The essence of plea bargain, I want to set the record straight here. It's a negotiation agreement between a defendant and a prosecutor.
Okay.
Where the defendant agrees to plead guilty in exchange for concession like a reduced charge or a lighter sentence. Until the moment you engage in plea bargain,
we are guilty.
You are guilty. You are admitting that you are guilty to do so.
Quickly, minority echo some make us say hospitals are umujidi by nanki I Africa honey a day. Quite say Africa what the end honor military base, and I say a honor under security. And you know, whatever Ghana for here do hospitals.
I'll stick to the 5 minutes. Okay. You see, I just say about health. I believe that politics should be separated from health issues.
Okay.
It boils down to our life. It is something I will say fun is serious as a country. And also per my little research, then we say the Aferi project issue under discussion. The initiation of the project near Shasia under President Kufuor, the last year in office, 2008, through the project, Egyptian government ever support here into the initiative process. No? As at 2014, and the source of funding to commence the project officially. Under 2014, that is the NDC government under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, again, per my research, I realized one of the major issues are a project to financial issues.
Okay.
In 2014, it means just 2 years to end the term of John Dramani Mahama. Ended 2016, getting to 2017, people taking over. I asked myself very simple and basic questions. And nobody say the MPP members of parliament who are on the health committee will go to this particular, edifice.
Okay.
No matter the extent of work there. Now they couldn't see a project to end course. As far back as 2017, 2018, I say the project was almost about 92% complete. Internet say the funding issues are if the government was seriously committed in ensuring the hospital will be completed and and for close to 8 years in government, Dr. Ayuefui and his MPP, are committed in ensuring that the project will finish. But what's now for close to 8 years? Project it was almost 92% complete. NBC are buying by on what can be less than 2 years. You are going there for political expedience to tell Ghanaians say NBC must complete it. Forgetting say the Ghana for year Bajumba. Then say 8 years so by 1 year.
Okay.
And see why buying so unpopular. I will feel government who blaming the new government to go and complete that project. Also, you see, NPP as a party, you are so dishonest to the extent say Parliament is close to National Cathedral project. No, you can even just walk, just 2 minutes. You don't do one.
Okay.
And also, you see, the controversial National Cathedral project in Accra has incurred an estimated cost of $97 million. But the fact is that $97 million, the only thing they have to show for it is the foundation.
Okay.
I knew a few years and MP members on the health committee, because of politics, and the clear hypocrisy and dishonesty, Parliament close to Cathedral, they didn't go there to make us see, say, the then government led by Nana Akufo-Addo and Baumia were so wicked to the extent, say, if you knew hospital here, we must build this particular hospital. Now, you use 97 million cedis to dig a hole. We see only foundation. But few years down the lane, Sabi, when we say we must complete the health projects. I dare say, you can't abandon. They are committed to health delivery. It's NDC abandon.
Okay.
Go to University of Ghana. Look at the beautiful edifice, University of Ghana Medical Center, IACC Honoma. Said during COVID time, their ministers of state were going there for healthcare.
Okay.
Agenda 111. The academia said health project in Western region close to, I think, Bukor. Some was built there.
Okay.
But the fact is that they couldn't finish.
Okay.
The Mamaka said, he won't behave like the NPP government. All the health projects will continue. And over here, Kandor, the health minister, is going around to ensure that we will get funding to finish this project. See, a starting hospital will be in 2008 in Afari. Now you are buying now buy. Won't you complete that? Than to say you are starting a whole new agenda 111.
Okay.
So I dare say yes, it's a project we must complete. But the NPP they went there with Poyando, almost regional communication director, and one young lady be a friend who political so and so. Only work purposely to take pictures to expose this government, thinking that the government will look unpopular. But I heard them say, so we are honest people are. They will tell their former president, say, engaging in such a useless project as National Cathedral, he should have channeled the money there in the health sector and not to go and tell us for any cathedral project. Also, Sunday soon, Saturday soon. Ghanaians are not complaining, say you don't have churches to attend.
Okay.
But Ghanaians are complaining, say we have no birth syndrome. And NPP as a government, they have no moral right to tell us anything about health issues because they had opportunity, and that chance was clearly wasted because they misgoverned the country.
But I say, Ibrahim Kamadin, what's in 8 years after a hospital, then can reach me. Yeah, bisa question was set to own question answer. Or see minority visit hospital. That was the question you asked him. What VSA could Pierre Cathedral? Monsieur. It was tied to the knowledge procedure you filed. You see, say National Cathedral be pimene. Yeah. NDC that's what issue with National Cathedral. And there was an audit on National Cathedral. They see one Ghana CDC and 5 ABI. Muna mobile audit no. So I'm surprised you are even raising National Cathedral. There are X on your faces. Anything about Cathedral, why you DBO may say I challenge you. I'm on set. If this NDC government knows any single person with this car in the National Cathedral project, within 24 hours, now social media comment, now when you say National Cathedral, yeah, this car. Why is the Attorney General not filing charges against National Cathedral? You are here saying it. Then you are exposing your Attorney General to be another lame duck Attorney General.
Lame duck,
say this Ghana stuck or twam na. In Parliament, you're walking distance. Into our Parliament, 1.5 years Attorney General on National Cathedral. On to be small man for Momunko investigation and charge you. You are happy here saying it because you have sent your own question. So I won't even waste my time. The same Minister Kando, they are one kind of opposition. And me share the video bia Kasiebo okoye nyema okaye nyina obaye oye direct opposite of it. Direct. This is a minister who say it is not right. Say nursing training, yebema quota system to admit them. He came and suspended a principal of a nursing training for giving quota. Only the direct opposite. Automatic posting of nurses. What is he doing? Onu na minister and the watch be a portal for nurses to apply within 1 minute. No portal na off. Nurses in friend view once. So this is a minister we have. Look, the Minister of Health so far, Otiha, until me the Papa Bakwa Minister Kando aye within the health sector. Until other than causing confusion at your friend, it took for Mensha to intervene. Other than that, look at the chaos there. See you acquire there, and all of a sudden, instead of finding an amicable way to resolving the issue, no ubaya after a hospital ubaya wakobi. Look, 37 military hospital I waha. At least I word I mean you bet me an alcohol and I'm a nature. We can walk.
I can walk.
But let's even say you fuck car say traffic you know ya cha walk only 5 minutes. 37 a military hospital military for an alcohol. It's not strictly for the military. It's open to the public. That is several times you go there or we just allow you. Nobody check. You will other countries your hospitals are more designated purposely for more military. Okay. Say you no dia and okay say amount for any akonya so on without prior notification. No be adwin. Because when you said the military installation because every country when the cantonment area, the fact that we are citizen doesn't mean you can just walk in. Okay. You need prior permission. But where the Afaro Hospital is going to serve the general population of Ghanaians, what do you mean that Obi has no right? And then the same parliamentarians, and it's approve budgets including for military needs and other security services. And such checks and balance. And it's a big cry, and I'm feeling so there are certain channels, at least you can confront them nicely. If you are the minority MP, is it are you a free? Okay. At least you could have called him aside off the camera. Oh, Ebia, I higher guidelines in so and so and so. Ebia, I'm person you be Ebia media and be capture. So you best rebia somebody me afetre. So paper big crown and be better letter crisis here. It can just be approved now more na mobile. But it doesn't constitute national security. Nyama we crown to highlight it for government to see and come and help. Everyone your friends are more military.
Honestly, in the position they say when an minority person called the same friends saying facility no. You prevented those with this same military.
No, military. I'm going to play the devil's advocate.
You didn't see it.
I'm coming. Let me play the devil's advocate.
You're not a devil, please.
Oh.
You interject me.
Sorry.
That's not your style.
Thank you.
Sure. Young friend say MPP. It just would me back had the Bia me catch us a reset in a chessing. What's the meaning of reset? It's yeah, we reset in what a chessing is here. Chem. Send me MPP Bia na ubeye. Now they are reference there. Then you have no business telling me of reset. Okay. Reset is a MPP ya na no. Now can MPP be no chance that won't say ya reset. Last time ya call homu pame won't say mumako. That is the meaning of reset. Right. But you are happy referring me to things you condemned yesterday. Why you are justifying it? That shows how illogical you are. It makes me to be more logical than you are. Because many times there was no standard. It is a mimi yekrana e below standard. Who and also a touchma. No be any ye. A joe who sit ha or host program. Who see on any ye. You do to swa, who be any ye. And then you can make mess of the program. Ebi na mu ya no. I think by now, no, we research mu editing na mu no referral agenda. So that I know the muka say referral agenda. Why yesu ye. Na ma say okay. You do me, I do you. Man no go vex. Yes. You do me, I do you. Man no go vex. Na need ya call your name. An eye for an eye. NDC ye me na me say. So look, this thing has no justification. It has no basis. Yeah, omu ye no. I believe say. I mean, you see, the hypocrisy is becoming manifest. And no, me who headline there. You see. Otum for him in crop for ahimfo no Kumasi ahimfo. Yes, I think Asantima they have some how they call it, is that council or something. Obviously on various visitations. Me try whether Omudura Fara the military will sack them. Okay. I'm waiting. We shall see where power lies. So you should know that some of these things, sorry to say, your military, the discipline institution, in fact, it's the institution have a payment. Okay. You can vouch for their discipline. So there are certain things more politicians inside more money.
Yeah. Quickly, you're there for 5 minutes. President, warning appointees receiving, questionable awards and those things. Nature, they say awards a bar. We are best. Yeah, she said minister so when the best one why you twist kakran sana in your table at transfer for that particular was nearly. I don't know about a cassette.
That's it. Member awards so. But you see, nobody can impugn the integrity of the current AG. Or Wejuma. The wheels of justice grind slowly. Okay. These same people, when you take them to court, and I'll quote you almost say witch hunting. If we make the process also run legally, I almost say Yanchi will be the room to make case it's a test case. The judgment will determine. Okay. As also can say the health minister don't born homody. You see, we will not do with it. What I believe is Akando is doing very well. Okay. He is engaged in the procedure and working. You see, again, he's doing very well. Nobody, not just West. He's doing very well in this area, in this area, in this area. But before I can interject me, he also is doing very well in presentation. But Joe also is doing very well in this line of questioning. We should be specific. He's doing very well in what? I'm not finished. He's sacking CEOs there. He's doing very well. In doing viewers application, doing very well. To your questions. No, so what it's not my stance in Medjai. You see, for example, hospital in Kumasi, community teaching hospital. It decided to say any hospital CEO is appointed by the government. Yeah. That is government hospitals. And I ask myself, say, can any CEO of a government hospital take decision and say, Mato medicine unit me? You see, if we allow this, then we are ensuring say our health sector will go down. He was suspended for 2 weeks for investigation. Okay. You can't tell me say the suspension means he has been sacked. I'm not automobile crossing me. So you know what I'm saying. But the fact is that if we don't allow the health sector to run properly, it will break down. Okay. And I believe that it is not an issue of saying, say, he's sacking people. Sacking them, you must tell me what they did before they were sacked. Okay. And I agree with the president 2,000%.
I was.
It also say, oh yeah, dear. There must be a criteria to show say, oh yeah, dear. At the end of the appointing authority is the one who has given you the work to do.
Yeah.
So they said
KPI be
Ekutano. Mampeni Mahama, he is not there on his own.
Okay.
Ghanaians elected him. And because of the democracy you are practicing, delegated responsibility to the minister, Wabe CEO. In all humility, you see, the reset agenda, no, nothing must sway us from that agenda. Here, private companies and private firms, all claiming some of my awards, will shift our attention from the work we are doing.
Okay.
Sebi, if health minister succeeds, Minister of Finance succeeds, we now boom about President Mahama money succeed. And I don't think that an award scheme should be instituted to bring about unnecessary competition.
Okay.
Among ministers and ministries.
Maybe a bemo master
You see,
your colleague had an award last year based on performance, and for that matter, you also be more modern.
Were ministers appointed to be given awards?
No.
Were ministers appointed to work? The person who appointed you say, "One more KPI."
Yeah.
In this way, they will call it your Jubilee House and they'll pat you at the back. So why are there?
Okay.
Those awards, what will it do to you as a person? I agree. So sometimes awards so now because when you say you'll be commended. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think that competition among ministries where are doing awards, it will be an issue. Yes. Dr. Kasiebo White alleged something. Say awards near man or did he say or information say a mutual for these awards? I have no information to that effect.
Okay.
But I think that this allegation must be investigated thoroughly.
Okay.
Because said in Yaman Penibia, he alleged said there was cash for seats. Before you sit by him, you have to pay some amount of money. Manchester investigation be also. But I believe said with John Dramani Mahama, with the reset agenda, no, Sasibia see Naman Penina wanted to hear. The attorney said investigation must go on.
Okay.
I will say, you know, you need to say if you who said a member of Minister B and I see you be 8 years for that award now. Yeah. Respectfully, that should be a recipe for your dismissal.
But that's it. Bruni, Yempo.
You see, literally, me that's say wafwa yasem so. Yasem said. It
creates an impression.
Once I see also well on fancy bibisu once I say once I me cast a Milandi yo, but he's telling me see me dance say who for yasem so say me twaso me Janice at the end there I've been mysterious yet no petition ekoma Jubilee say on investigate this award scheme ebe pime na enyanti emu bia nanu ya Minister Obama central petition ediko me ma copy o
ministers awards no
yes
ministers awards for seat buy no Minister Obama omo tro den ko ye bisa ni bi man say cash for seat ni buy no money Ghana hanu say na
petition ni bi aka na ma hwe into
you see literally me catch you say cash for seat was investigated. You sat here and say it wasn't investigated. It was investigated. Here, I have it here. If you want, I'll read it for you.
Where was it?
I know you said it wasn't. No, don't ask of outcome. Oh, I said it wasn't investigated. As I'm talking, you can check online. Because I have 5 minutes. Don't use my 5 minutes, please.
5 no crack 3.
So you just peddled falsehood. You see, it wasn't investigated. It was investigated. Please. Me see, you submitted petition. Because one of the government appointees, Dr. Kasiebo White, Director General of SIGA, or say people paid for that award, and a serious allegation, and the president must investigate. But you see, President
Nanga, on the Dr. Kasiebo White train, say no now kana the write up now. Also no, you nominating for the award.
Or which inquiry? Oh, Josu, be fair with me. Be fair with me. Then all can say Dr. Kasiebo White that's an serious and it has to be investigated.
Didn't you say that?
But you mentioned
did he ask you anything? I'm emphasizing the same thing that I deserve a question. Why didn't he ask you a question? When you said it has to be investigated, it's not the same language I'm speaking. It's not the same language I'm speaking. Stop it.
Dr. Professor White is not here. And I will say
he wasn't here when Mitchell made the comment that his allegation was seriously different. It's not different.
But I'm putting it let me put it language so that we are here. This is a platform. We could be sued or say or no.
Oh, then Mitchell will cause for your suit. No, see Dr. Professor White allegation is serious and did you say that? Did he ask your question?
But why was he asking?
You don't but he said Professor White is not here. When you were making a comment, what's Professor White?
What you said. He did not even attend. We put it aside.
Thank you.
But I'll say people paid for this allegation. Maybe Rebecca so may prove who paid. And then I'm saying,
listen, reference to him. I mentioned someone's name.
Yeah.
And I'm me bought XYDZ. Me bought Dr. Professor White.
Okay.
Or say people paid for that award. So if there's somebody, and that is why I'm coming, say Mitchell and make that statement, say it needs an investigation to be conducted. And then I actual petition, I won't say, Jubilee, as someone one of our point is, you see, both of them cannot be right.
Okay.
If the Dr. Professor White can, if we are investigating who say we bu omufia, then he suffers the consequence.
Okay.
Because we beat in the baby, no yes accusation, no the good mufia. But a provision said Dr. Professor White, no can, no cry. Then President Code of Conduct, no, yampe the next does be never from question.
Okay.
Because President Code of Conduct be a wakawaha, they are violating it. Microphone air violating. And that is the lame aspect of the president because he's not cracked the whip other than Kasa. You say one thing, you come back again, warning again. You say your appointee should not travel. Okay. You have to bring another code of conduct more. Then they shouldn't travel. They are traveling and you have to come back again and warn them not to travel. You are talking about conflict of interest and you define conflict of interest. In cases, code of conduct at present, is it for ministers and appointees?
Government appointees.
Okay, and that's one aspect of it. Make sure whether Standobe, because Yamaya says Standobe company, G contract, gold board, and he himself came on social media. Say the fact that Jubilee means in the company and admission say Okoji, and so listen to the code of conduct. Mr. President,
the companies
not engage. Please, individuals. I didn't write this code of conduct. Don't end it that way. Don't end it that way. I didn't write this code of conduct. Please, you are unease because you are unease.
Sandobe is not here.
Okay.
And this allegation must not be allowed to stand.
Who did it? So my finding where
digital means I first one man microphone check. They say digital world and one ADD. Obi owa de achi ontuo na monko dwom enko ba bia ni dwane ni bibia no eno ane digital means ne phone na na internet na so na odidi o bibia nti aban se o man titie free na 1 million coded program no government of Ghana initiation and e na koso nti see I can say yes e ma free air training e wo decoding artificial intelligence cyber security and digital skills e kwa e free be the man 1 million coders no the obey ne say obeko abefonten so www.1millioncoders.gov.gh ko na ko register eno ano no entity eno begibi na so ade ho e ba digital world na wetumi find this space we akonya sonko a 1 million coders program no e dey my government of Ghana and a sponsor led by the communications ministry ye de besia na nyame admada se na nsuo to amasama bre no kwaya to boase last week nsuo to ano power ntimi ama show no eto ano power ntimi ama
kwan no man ye
betna so many years omo yes akwan na sama
nsuo wura crofo
kwan no say etna so please don't do that. You hurt your government. You hurt your government. I beg you. You hurt your government. But I'm a baby. Misano.
And also I will share you know. Yanko Poinsha. Nyami Adma. That's an the best nation. Abrana so Medini Joe Swasa. The Nedi University. Lights na crown next week. But Yabema updates. Why? Me that say. In so 22 years and Kenya. Now to boise and pay. Medini Joe Swasa. Nyami Adma Dwada. Yensia Monday to Friday na nopa
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Yeah, the air kwasem dwumadi bebro Radio XYZ 93.1 FM ni ehia ho. Yemfa no pay di nsia Japan.